country. On February 23rd, 4 aid trucks arrived at a bridge on the Colombian side of the border. Guaidó supporters cleared a path and drove the trucks toward Venezuela. Security forces repelled them, firing tear gas and rubber bullets, and the aid trucks got stuck on the bridge. The Colombian government released this annotated footage of the standoff. They circle the Venezuelan police near the trucks before the fire breaks out. The implication appears to be that the Maduro regime caused the fire. But note the timestamp in the footage they circulated. It suddenly jumps ahead by 13 minutes and misses the critical moments leading up to the fire. We obtained previously unseen TV footage that fills this gap and tells a more complicated story. So let's back up the TV footage and see what happened. A small group of protesters starts throwing rocks and Molotov cocktails. We'll focus on this one protester. Here we see him throwing 2 Molotovs toward police. Let's look at the scene again. 4 trucks are stranded on the bridge. The protester approaches from here, behind the 3rd truck. He launches 1 Molotov, but the second one separates, and the burning rag veers off toward the trucks, not the police. Let's fast forward a little, and we'll synchronize the security footage. We can see that a fire has taken hold on one of the trucks. This is just 30 seconds after the burning rag landed in this area. This sequence of events shows the fire was most likely started by an errant Molotov, not by Maduro's security forces. In minutes, the cargo is ablaze.
Uno de los camiones de la ajuda humanitaria se está quemando, señores.
As this journalist turns the corner to get a better angle, she takes the same route as the protester who threw the Molotov and points her camera in the direction the rag went, where a fire is now blazing. This was the start of the fire that spread rapidly and consumed 3 trucks. Both police and protesters scrambled to contain the scene. As the chaos was unfolding, the incident quickly escalated into a political firestorm. A Venezuelan journalist tweeted this report, blaming Maduro. 12 minutes later, Senator Marco Rubio retweeted the unsubstantiated claim. National Security Advisor John Bolton weighed in soon after, and then USAID Administrator Mark Green claimed that Maduro had ordered the burning. Secretary of State Pompeo tweeted out the same visuals that evening. None of the U.S. officials offered any definitive evidence supporting their claim. They doubled down on Sunday talk shows.
There's a sick tyrant, Maduro, who's denying food to starving Venezuelans and medicine to sick Venezuelans, burning trucks with... This is the worst of the worst of a tyrant.
And officials continued to cite the burning trucks at the UN Security Council.
Armed gangs, thugs, and criminals released from prisons were mobilized to control the border. Their actions led to the burning of humanitarian assistance rather than its protection.
It's true that Maduro has a horrific human rights record, and that he deploys armed gangs called colectivos to terrorize the opposition. But in this specific incident, our analysis shows U.S. officials use unverified claims to spin their side of the story. Officials we contacted either did not comment or failed to provide evidence supporting their claims. What happened on the bridge is a classic example of how misinformation spreads online. A rumor or unproven claim is made. It's amplified by influential people. Mainstream media brings it to the masses.
Venezuelan National Guardsmen, under orders from President Nicolás Maduro, attacked 2 aid trucks yesterday, lighting them on fire.
And in this case, there were real-life consequences.
Effective today, the United States will impose additional sanctions on regime officials.
And those new sanctions were triggered, in part, by the burning of aid trucks on the bridge.